Good morning. It's Open House Thursday on Your View, and you're in for a fabulous time. I am Tokwe Mark Odige, and I never do this alone. I have my beautiful co-host here with me. YK is looking exceptional.
Good morning.
In purple.
I love your shoes.
Thank you.
Burgundy shoes, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tokwe has black shoes that look similar.
Oh my God. I'll go and do surgery. They will help me reduce and fight this leg.
Sorry, you will meet them there. People like Jumoke and the MM, you meet them waiting. They are on the queue, permanently waiting for.
You are here to sing today. Can you imagine?
I don't understand.
Okay, let me tell you why I'm excited, yeah? I'm a government critic and I like to criticize a lot. I remember 4 years ago, I was invited to Osun State for youth empowerment and I wasn't interested in going. And my auntie said, you're the first person to criticize the government. Go and profile solutions. And really and truly, by the time I spent 5 days in Osun at the time, my orientation changed, you know, the things that I saw. So once again, I'm headed to Osun to understudy the government. Particularly, I want to know how they are paying salaries in this recession. Wow. You know, so, half. So that's why I'm excited this morning.
We're hoping to hear good. Let me not say hoping to hear good news. We want you to give us the true picture of what is going on there, because there are a lot of misconceptions. The government is saying we're doing a whole lot. The media is reporting something else. So you're going to go with our eyes and tell us what is going on.
Okay, so should I be heading to Edo State?
They have postponed the election for you.
No, they have not postponed the election.
Okay, the elections. Okay, we'll go through that in the
okay.
There are speculations about it. But how are you doing?
Very well.
You're looking beautiful.
Thank God.
You're about to slim down and disappear.
My sister. This slimming down is no longer
voluntary.
It's no longer voluntary.
You are slimming down by force.
It is by force now.
What happened?
The weight loss has refused to stop.
It doesn't stop like that.
Honestly, I have been really, everywhere stressed. So I'm trying to.
You just need to eat. Come and meet me for schooling.
What should I be eating?
Eating everything you see.
No, but you have to be healthy, man. She's working on.
See, my daughter, I was saying that my daughter is fighting me. Go, please, madam, you are putting on too much weight. I don't want my mother to die young.
But that's a true concern. I was telling my mom, I said, Mommy, that if you continue like this, but in 10 years' time, you'll be having major leg issues. Start exercising consciously now.
True. You know, but I honestly, I want to draw the attention of the Lagos State government. You know, this where we have that emergency hospital. I've mentioned it before, and the road safety on this express here. That's gutter. Anytime there is rain and all that, because of that is not covered. People their cars always fall into that ditch. Place. You just right in front of road safety, and you are preaching safety. You know, I think it's important that whatever quick solutions that can be done, because people don't have any business falling into that trap. You know, it's just an unnecessary hazard waiting to happen.
However, today is International Literacy Day, and it's aimed at highlighting the importance of literacy to individuals, communities, and society at large. So today, maybe you should pick up a book and read, and then encourage people around you to take up studying more seriously.
I listened to Mark the Soldier over the radio today.
And he mentioned the same thing.
He mentioned the same. I'm excited about it.
Moving on.
Learn English.
After this break, we'll go through the news making headlines on the front page review. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Welcome back as we go through the front page of the newspapers. We'll be starting off with The Punch. Major headline, Edo poll. PDP kicks as DSS police call for postponement. INEC to announce position on election today. Ondo primary. APC appeal panel begins sitting in Abuja. Kogi crisis. Police arrests late Audu's son, Mohammed. Boko Haram faction in bloody fight. Hausa Fulani clash in Lagos leaves 3 dead, 20 injured, vehicles vandalized, cows killed. In other news, we have terrorism. NAF deploys special forces in airports, and Chibok girls' protest constitutes a security threat, says the IG. Finally, 330 billion naira fine forces MTN to sell bonds. So what do we take? This Hausa Fulani clash in Lagos is a major one.
Yes.
It was a terrible. Apparently, the Nigerian Railway Corporation, they had knocked down some shanty that belonged to the Hausa, and the Hausas are scrap dealers. And so the Hausas were upset, believing that the Fulanis didn't fight for them, but they didn't do anything. Then a Fulani came to buy food from the Hausa woman, and then he attacked her. So that one caused...
He refused to pay.
He refused to pay.
He refused to pay, and then he now assaulted her. So that one now caused mayhem. They fought. At night, I think it was about 2 a.m. or 12 midnight or something, the Fulanis now attacked the Hausas and beat the living out of them. Killed like 3. So for the Hausas now at 5 a.m.
went to do a reprisal.
Retaliated, and it was very bloody.
I feel really, really sad because the Hausas were saying that the Fulanis had something to do with the houses being broken down because they wanted a clear place for their cows to move through. You know, this is a seemingly herdsmen situation and inter-tribal crisis playing out within Lagos. I think
but
that
anyhow you look at it, demolishing shanties that are built on
the
rail lines, that is not a function of whether somebody wants to clear. It's wrong. Remember when we went to see when we went to Festac rather, and we saw the newly constructed road that the Lagos State government is doing, that they've not even commissioned that rail. The rail people have already started building what's it called, shanties on that road. How would we move forward? You know, if we continue to have that.
But another thing, I know there is a police station close to that place. I'm wondering why it took so long, why they didn't have quick police force.
You know, the policemen, they sleep at night. So, you haven't been to the police station at night. They're always locked in case of armed robbers.
YK, moving on to the nation.
Oh, God. Why are you doing like this? I'm telling you the truth now.
Okay, moving on to the nation. INEC keeps parties.
But really, the reason we keep on having things like this is that nobody gets penalized for doing it. So it keeps happening. We are a mob. We kill 10 people. Then they'll now come. They'll settle us. Nobody's taken to court for murder. You know, we have to start to effect our laws to deter these things.
So, moving on to the nation. INEC keeps parties, others in suspense over Edo poll. Commission consult police DSS after security advice. APC PDP in row. Council of State approves Buhari's recession plans. Idris appointment as IG and 6 new recs okayed. Other story, foreign reserves drops to $25.4 billion. 5 fared killed as Hausa Fulani clash in Lagos. 3 aspirants petition against Ondo APC primary. Presidency denies importation of poisonous rice. Herbalist, client die in money ritual bid in Ogun. And Buhari governors, others mourn Michael Ibro.
So rest in perfect peace. The Edo elections are this Saturday. Today is Thursday, so 2 days from now. How can we still be unsure?
The DSS said that.
It came out today.
Yeah, they came out yesterday that they've received information.
Security
advice and an alert that there are some people planning to carry out terrorist attack during the election, especially because tied to the Salah. You know, so the idea is that let's postpone the election till after Salah, and they will be able to properly secure people better. Because a lot of people are going home for Salah celebrations, and a lot of people are going to be queuing up for elections, so there'll be a hub of people gathered together, and they might still carry out.
INEC is saying that they haven't received any official notice from the DSS or the police, so they
are
are
going
going ahead
ahead.
as
But there was something they had to do with
unless they
exams,
receive
no?
a formal notification.
Right?
They were supposed to also have
WAEC
WAEC exams on Saturday.
So why are all this information coming out
Right
now?
now.
Because
2 days
we
before.
all knew that the Muslim celebration was going to be around this time.
Monday.
Will be Monday. We knew that like almost a month ago. We also know that there will be security threats because it's Niger Delta. There've been a lot of crisis going on there. And the exam didn't start yesterday.
The governor of Edo is saying that they're just postponing the burial of PDP.
and moving on to the Vanguard. Like
I always
And
feel
I'm quoting the paper now.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the PDP said that it's a lie, that Edo is afraid of them. That's why they are planning the...
Police DSS wants Edo governor's poll postponed. Says intelligence report indicates planned terror attack. Security advice triggers confusion in Edo. It only postpones the burial of PDP, says Oshemole. APC jittery, afraid of defeat, wants to buy time, says PDP. 80% Nigerian women in Italy sex trafficking victims comes from the Vatican. That's a sad story. Army nabs Avengers leaders, other militants. Federal government not importing poisonous rice, says presidency. Council of State okays Idris as IGP. Michael Ibro, showers of tributes continue as Buhari, Clark, Saraki, others mourn. And no hike in fuel prices, federal government oil marketers insist. Back and forth.
Quickly say that congratulations to the army. They're really working hard, fighting these issues with the militancy and the Boko Haram. Whether I would like it or not, they're actually doing something. But you see, I want to go back to my state governor's remarks. The truth is that I think governance should be beyond you coming to say that, okay, somebody's going to be buried or something. If you have done a fantastic job, the people are not stupid. What we look forward to all the time during an election is a better option. Who would deliver? Who would keep to their promises? That's all we look forward to. So it's not a function of you saying that, okay, because there are so many speculations, because we cannot overemphasize that the fact that the PDP candidate is a strong opposition for them. But you see, it is his track record that would fight any opposition. And that's what governance should be focused on. Focus on doing your job.
But I want to talk about the federal government saying that they're not importing poisonous rice because the claim came out that there is a partnership between Dangote and federal government to build to plant rice. The numbers were that by 2018, based on the plan, we would even be exporting rice from Nigeria. But some people are saying that the kind of rice is GMO. And that it is dangerous. The poisonous is not like it's going to kill you, but that GMO is going to eventually kill you anyway. And the government is saying that they are not importing poisonous. And I think that maybe NAFDAC or something should investigate further.
GMO won't kill you, but they just say that it's carcinogenous, meaning that if you continue eating it in the long term, you may develop cancer because the seedlings are manufactured.
But there are GMO products in Nigeria.
Already.
Apples that we
tangerines, all those things, they're all GMO products.
All the grapes we eat are GMO.
But everything.
I wanted to even say that instead of importing rice seedlings, why can't we develop the one that God naturally blessed us with and see how we can make it export quality, the Ofada rice that we have? And we know that rice is Abakaliki rice is very healthy. Yes. So, I mean, that is what we should focus on. If Dangote is going to invest in the local content that we already have, refine it and see how it becomes.
It's a business. It has to make money.
No, why?
No, but he will make money.
It's just like they said one was going to import grass.
Okay, moving on to Daily Sun. Confusion over Edo Gubo polls. DSS police recommend postponement, cite Boko Haram threats. Presidency APC afraid of defeat. That's from PDP. INEC still consulting as Yakubu meets security chiefs today. Illegal buildings, more structures to go down after Salah, says Ambode. Michael Ibro, Buhari, Saraki, Ekweremadu, others mourn. Air Force deploys Special forces as federal government insists on airport concessions. Military NAB wanted Boko Haram top shots, others. Arrest notorious Niger Delta militant. Jonathan steals the show as Council of State okays Idris as IGP. Abdusalami Shoneko Obasanjo Gowon attends. You can miss the picture. Crown Prince of Benin Kingdom. I cannot pronounce the name. Eredua. Governor Adams Oshomole of Edo State, Otuba Niyi Adebayo, Princess Eredua, daughter of the Crown Prince, during a courtesy visit by President Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote in Benin yesterday. Okay, so what story I'm going to take?
Do we have time?
I'm not sure we don't even have time. Moving on to the last paper for today, that's this day. INEC meets on DSS, that's the story everywhere. Police request to postpone Edo State election. PDP tells Buhari to call security agencies to order. Nigerians should emulate Hebrews' selfless service, says Buhari. Saraki Ekweremadu Clark Moen. Son, how he died. Another news we have, Council of State confirms this day law editor May Agubuche Ngbu and 5 others for INEC. We are dying, airline operators tell Senate. Yeah. And the picture for serious matters of the state, former head of interim national government and Shoneko President Muhammadu Buhari, the General Absalami Abubakar, and former Goodluck Jonathan. I'm happy to say that the president is having the support of all the former head of states and presidents of Nigeria to take us through this economic recession. They are all saying that what he's doing is good. They're giving him his support. They advised him and he said he will follow through with the advice that has been given. So I think that Nigeria is heading, we should remain hopeful even in spite of all the crises we're going through.
It surprises me
that he did not used to attend those meetings when he was ex-president.
He didn't, no, apart from that, he didn't attend the meetings. How this Nigeria, you that you failed will now become the advisor.
And that wraps up Front Page Review for today. When we return, we discuss nurturing your child's skill and talents. Find out more after the break. See you.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Welcome back. All children have special talents that need to be noticed and nurtured so they will do well in school, and in later lives, this talent opens developmental opportunities for them. If no opportunity arises for the skill to flourish, it may remain suppressed all through a child's formative years, after which it will be too late to develop it to full potential. In the course of this summer holiday, summer schools and lessons introduced vocational skills to children. A lot of talents were discovered. Joining us, we have Alpha Saleh, Titi Adebayo, Sheon Peters, and Fikun Olami Adebayo. And they'll be sharing what they learned over the summer holidays with us. One is a makeup artist, one wrote a book, one is a bead maker, and you, an artist. Fantastic. So I'll be discussing with them to find out what they learned. I'll start with you. You are now a makeup artist. You know that's what I do for a living, right? You don't. But do you know the potentials what have you learned over the summer period?
Well, before now, I was completely hopeless. Hopeless. I didn't use powder, like I was that bad. But then I went to a boot camp, Omalicha boot camp, and then the boot camp head, Auntie Norma, she's a makeup artist also, and then she was always looking very lively and she was so active, and then I liked the way she looked, so like, why don't I try it? And then she said she would teach me, and then I learned from the powder, the foundation. I don't know how to draw brows yet. That's an issue on its own, like 1 hour walk.
You haven't got it yet.
But I did this with little help, almost like my eye, the eyeliner, it was hard, so I got little help. But I tried, at least from where I was before.
Okay, so is it that you, why you wanted to look good? Do you intend to make a career out of this, or is something that you would just do for yourself?
I'm not yet sure, but I might eventually decide. So for now, I'll do my face, my mom's face, and then I might charge consultancy fee.
Hey, I like that.
So you'll be able to pay for your own education.
Yes. So.
That's fantastic. Take that wahala off your parents.
Yes. How old are you, by the way?
I'm 16.
Oh,
that's cool.
Nice.
So Alpha Saleh wrote a book. I was at the book launch. Alpha, what spurred on the idea of writing a book, and what informed the choice of the topic you chose, talents? Tell us a bit about it.
First of all, I'd like to thank God for giving me the idea, for helping me to write the book. Then I'd like to thank my mom also. She helped me in many ways. She helped me to talk about what the topic of the book will be. And she said different topics, music, art, all of them were my talents. But since I had many, I didn't know which one to choose. Then I just said that maybe I should just join everything together and make it, I'll call it talents.
Oh, that's good. So, how has the book been? What was the response of people to the book? Your friends that have read the book, what do they think? This summer, how has it been?
I've not gotten any feedback yet, but from the people that have read the book, I think they told me that they read it and they think it's very nice, and they'll come in contact with me if they need any help in identifying the talents, choosing the
When did you
talents.
launch this book?
I launched it on my birthday,
When was your birthday?
August 12th.
Wow.
You were out of
Is that the book you're holding?
Yes.
Can you hold it up to the camera and can I see it? Oh, wow. That's so nice.
All right, so
I would like to look at it though. If you can pass one to Auntie Tokbe, so she can pass it to me.
Okay.
pass the book to me, please, so I can.
All right.
All right. So you learnt about beads.
Yes.
Can you show us some of the things you've done?
Okay, I've done this. I actually thought only professionals would be able to do this, but when I did it, I was like, wow, it's actually easy. It's very easy. I did this.
Wow.
Nice.
This. I got help from my sister, though.
Oh, really nice.
So you learnt how to do this all just during this summer break?
Yes.
Previous
of them.
summers, what do you usually do? Your past, like last year, what did you do?
Last year, last year was quite boring. I didn't do anything, but then I wrote some books, but not I wrote them on paper.
Not published.
No published.
But this,
published
you
yet.
learned how to do the beads
Yes.
entirely from this summer alone. This was what you learned this summer.
Well, not entirely.
Okay.
There are some I learned this summer. There are some I learned last.
The last summer too. Oh, so do you intend to sell some of these beads, or what do you want to do with the skill you've acquired right now?
I'll sell some of them. The ones I think that are very good, I'll sell them. But then
Nice.
How
Well
old are
done.
you?
I'm 10.
Wow.
Oh, fantastic.
Nice.
Okay, so please pass the mic to our artist. So you learned how to paint.
Yes.
Can you paint me?
Not yet.
Did you have the talent to draw and paint before you learned this, or you just learned how to draw and paint?
I actually had the talent of drawing and painting before this summer. People in my class used to be very surprised at how I used to draw. And then yes, my pictures are here. I used to think that I have this talent, then why don't I use it properly? Why don't I use it to make money?
Oh,
Wow.
I like that.
that's cool.
So then my mom said that she found an art school over the summer, and it's called Art Place. My teacher is Mr. Makinde. I went for the art class over this summer, and we learned how to draw, we learned how to shade, we learned how to paint, we learned how to use pastel and shade.
Did you do this?
Yes.
Can I see?
You did. This is
Is that Obama?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
As in you could recognize him.
And then you said he can draw
I
me.
can't see it now.
He can draw you.
Okay, they need to see it at home.
But you see, there's something I want to say here. I know
Oh,
I
this
happen
is
to know
beautiful.
the art school that because my children, I took them there a particular summer, and the tremendous what's it called? The difference when they start, they don't know anything, they just know how to paint, and when they go through that tutelage,
They come out different.
they come out different, they come out better. And in what's it called, for summer this year, I just told myself, the boot camp, a lot of parents just say, okay, let's travel outside the country, let's do this. We're not really impacting. You know, if I'm going outside the country and I'm going to go and do something that would impact my life, it's a different ballgame entirely.
Nigerians
But
go
not
outside to
yes,
shop.
they'll just go outside for shopping and all that. And these children have so much talent in them that you cannot even imagine what they're doing. My other son did, what's it called, beads. I am wearing one of the waist beads that he made for me.
Yeah,
you know,
We have one called Deborah
information
from,
is
it's a very suspicious. Deborah, welcome to the show. Good morning. Hello, good morning, Deborah. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Oh.
I
I
to
can't
contribute
seem
to the
to
show.
get
I'm also
Deborah. I
16
think
years
she is
old.
there. So
I learned
wait.
how to also make beads, and it's always fun. I learned how to do the spiral. I learned how to make some net beads. So summer holiday learning, training, vocational things is good. So I would like to also encourage youth like me to also learn something they can have to do.
That's good. Thank you,
Fantastic.
Deborah. Welcome. Thank
Well
you so
done, Deborah.
much. I wanted to ask them, you know, because there's something about what you've learned, what you know now. How is it relevant to what you want to be in future? So do you know what you want to be in future? Many of you already know what you want to be in future. Oh, Alpha already knows what he wants to be in future.
really? Okay.
Your mom. All right, please go ahead. What do you want to be in future? And how does this, what you've done this summer, which is write a book, help you become what you want to be in future?
Meanwhile, I'm loving your book here. Can I have one? I will buy it.
It's 1,500.
Salesman.
So what I want to be in future, I want to be a scientist and a businessman. And how this book is going to help me in future, this book will help people to bring out their talents, to use them in a very, very good way. And at the end of the day, I can have them to help me in what I'm doing with my business.
Oh, that's good. So it's giving back to the society, help them not find their own talent, and then they can help you out. Maybe
Nice.
it's selfish, but then
So what are you going to
it's a good
study
one.
when you go to school, to higher school?
Scientist. He wants to do sciences.
So which of the sciences?
You know, there are different science. It can be a computer scientist.
He said he doesn't know. Let him think about it
answer.
and evolve.
My auntie said that I should be something that can bring in money.
That's a chemical engineer.
Let's take a quick
I'm not
break.
sure.
Alpha, let's take a quick break. When we return, we'll bring in someone that would help even parents at home understand how to nurture the gifts and talents in their children. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Welcome back. It is important to help children nurture their dreams because it does not only boost their confidence, it also helps robust support towards achieving their dreams in future. How can we as parents help nurture our children's talent and skill? Joining us is a life and parents coach, Izefua.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show. It's good to see you, Izefua. Most parents, and this is a challenge that cuts across, we want to help our children be the best they can be. And a lot of times, ignorance rids us of the opportunity to maximize the potentials our children have. So I would like you to shed more light on how summer is gone. We can't remedy that. Going forward, how is the best way to spend summer to be productive for the child? And how can a parent see the potentials in the child where they're tilting towards and encourage them in that line?
Well, I think the first thing I would say is we should take ourselves out of it. It should not be about you as a parent. Rather, it should be about the child. Because that's okay. A lot of times we want to project who we are or who we want our children to be on them. So we should take ourselves out of the picture. Of course, summer is gone and a lot of kids did a lot of things. Interestingly, some that even did not do summer school learned a lot. Because I noticed she said last summer, I wrote in papers even if I did not publish it. Now that's developing a skill that she also has.
True.
So it's those tiny things we should notice. We should be present enough, not just be at home with them, but be present in their lives to notice what their interests are and what they tilt towards.
You know, when my son talked about that idea of the book, I decided, you know what will it take? Let's do it. But you know what I noticed afterwards? A lot of children that came for that book launch, they actually have been scribbling things. But because parents are not, they don't see it, I don't know, maybe they are not seeing it worthy of, you know, celebrating or public, you know. What do you tell a parent, for instance, that, you know, even if the child has multiple talents, how does a parent manage those talents and help that child?
The thing is, my daughter, for example, she's interested in a lot of things. She does write, she draws, she does all those things, but you would always notice a particular one that stands out. One that would make the child jump. If I use my case, my daughter loves to paint, she loves to draw, she loves to write. And if she's going out, for example, she must put a paper, she must put a pen in her bag. She runs back to pick that. She may not remember her colors. So you just need to be present and to be attentive to know this particular thing is like a standout. Over time, they'll begin to streamline, but there are people that are gifted in many ways, no doubt. So we need to find expressions for all the various gifts, but take note of those gifts that stand out, and then don't trivialize it.
Yeah, because a lot of parents they don't celebrate what the uniqueness of that child.
Yeah.
Until somebody else.
Yes.
They now see that child is being celebrated, and now,
yes.
but my child, because I saw a girl, she wrote a beautiful poem, and the mother was complaining that she thinks this girl's mind is. I said no.
She thinks this girl's mind is.
I don't understand. Like maybe her mind is not. I said, have you read through that poem? This is like a Joan Rivers material, you know, someone that would become like that. So why are you not encouraging that child, you know, with that?
The thing is, I think we focus too much on perfection, not on effort. Thank you.
Okay. I remember.
Okay, so Alpha said something that one of our aunties was saying that he should do something that will bring him money. So, and that is a problem that has plagued our parents, trying to tilt us to where they feel money was going to be made from. How do we as parents not make the same mistake of just saying that, oh, go and do, be a doctor, go and be a lawyer, go and be this, that I'm sure there will be money?
I think that in our generation, we know the truth.
Yes.
Yes,
But it's doing the truth that we know. That's why I started with, we need to take ourselves out of the picture. It is not about me as a parent. It's about the future of this child, the gifts within this child. And the thing is, every gift that you have has the potential to become something big. We now see that.
Yeah.
We even see that it's not the big things. And the big things are important that we study, that we make money from. So really, it's honoring that tiny thing that is within the child and then finding ways of expression. I love the fact that both of them kept saying, my mommy took me to. My mommy took me to his mom found a place for him to do arts, for example. So we need to find the opportunity for our children to give expression to these little things.
Okay. It depends, because my daughter, when she was about 3, I had bought her a blackboard for her to just be doing 1, 2, 3, and then she drew this mermaid, and I was so shocked. There was another child in the house, and I said, "Who drew this?" And the child said, "Me." My daughter looked at me and said, "No, I drew it." I said, "Really? Oh, yeah, clean it and draw." And I was like, wow, she has this, she can draw. She continued to draw, but she was discouraged at school because her art teacher was always giving her very low marks. She would paint. So I think a lot of times the schools also have
a role
because
to play.
when you discourage the child by giving them very low marks, because she drew this thing, Nightcrawler, painted it and everything, and everybody was like, wow, you drew this, you drew. Her teacher gave her like 6 or 5 over 10.
So you see, that's where I said we should stop focusing. There's a research right now that has gone on. It's called the growth mindset. The end result of that research right now is showing that we should consistently focus on the qualities, the hard work, the effort are not on the end result. Such that even when you're going towards that journey, by the way, the research is by Carol Dweck, even when you're going on the journey and there is failures, you did not do it well, you can pick yourself back on and improve. So the phrase is not yet, even for schools.
What you said is very
It's not just saying 2/10. This is the picture I have as a teacher of what this should be. However, you are not yet there, but you can improve. So our language and all of that plays a role.
Change. You know, because that kind of thing
We have a call.
discourages. Okay, take your call.
Yeah. Nicholas, welcome to the show all the way from Mazamaza. Good morning.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning, Nicholas.
Yeah, I loved your shows this morning.
Thank you. Do you have children yet?
Yeah, so I want to comment on the guy, the other little boy that brought that Obama.
Beautiful.
Please, if the parents are watching and they are hearing me right now, they should just to push the guy forward. So that because the guy has a very big talent on him, because that is what I do in the living.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's a very good thing that the guy was doing. So I hail my hail to the guy.
Thank you, Nicholas.
I have a question. Because I noticed that the comedians today, they read theater arts in school, most of them, you know, because that's what we're used to. When we were young, if you loved to play football, they would assume you were too playful. Go and read your books. Our generation, we have learned from the mistakes of our parents. But there's still some future professions that we do not know about. How do we help children at that stage? Because I remember when I was young, I was always reprimanded for talking too much. This same talk that was going to earn me money finally in future. So how do you identify something that you don't know yourself, which was a mistake our parents made, in a child that, well, I don't understand what he or she is doing, no, but just encourage them in what they're doing?
So the thing is, you will never understand it because you are not there.
Okay.
Right? But however, I think the fundamental thing about raising children needs to change. So I noticed something in this child, I cannot explain it, and I should accept that I do not understand it.
Let me give you a typical example of a child that I know. If you threw a matchbox, he will tell you that there are 72 sticks in 5 seconds. Now, that is not that he could have counted it, because how would you find matches? How do you count matches? So they will say, this one has witches, so that is a witch. Do you understand? How do you help?
Before you answer that, I would like to just quickly take this call, but just note you would answer the question. Welcome to the show, Paul. You're calling from Malagbole. Good morning.
My area.
I hail you too.
Area.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Paul.
Paul.
I learned how to play a piano.
Wow. Oh, that's good.
Nice.
And I also learned how to type a keyboard.
Wow.
A computer.
Oh, nice.
How old are you, Paul?
Mark?
How old are you?
I'm 9 years old.
Wow. Fantastic. You have to say thank you to your parents. So, back to the question that she asked you.
What I was saying is we need to understand that we need to honor our children. Honor whatever it is that you find that is good, even when it's not good. So the thing, good or bad, honor it.
Who defines good?
That's the thing. So honor it. What you don't understand, accept that I don't understand this. However, there may be something
I
here.
respect
it. That's something I'm having a challenge with, because even just yesterday, my son started crying, like seriously crying when he was about to have his bath, and it was saying that I went there, he said he wanted me to bathe him, and I was wondering, why would you insist that I be the one to do this? And I was about to cook, so I said, wait, don't worry, I'll come and do that for you. I did it. Then he wanted me to be the one to make his bread for him. And I'm wondering, why are you insisting? But I'm sometimes the frustration of how would a parent deal with the fact that I am busy, I'm making food for the baby, I'm making food for their father, and I'm trying to also catch a few glimpses of entertainment on TV, and then you're calling for attention all the time. Sometimes I shout. So how do I get to balance managing the child's request demands when I am under pressure myself?
So if I ask you, accept what is as it is, what would that mean for you?
Okay.
Stop fighting it. Stop fighting the experience at that time, because that's the way your life is for now. You have little ones. So it's that battle. But sometimes he would cry because sometimes you can't attend to him. But sometimes you would attend to him because you know that he needs you. Maybe you've not been with him all day and he's calling for your attention at that time. So he's juggling it and knowing what's most important. But most importantly, accept it so he's not frustrating you.
And also communicate.
Yes, I'm busy right now.
I'm busy right now. Hold on.
Hold on for me. All right. Hold on for us too. We're going to take we're going to take a quick break. When we return, we'll continue learning how to nurture the talents in our children. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Welcome back. Still on nurturing the talents in our children. I want to ask Izefo a question. You see, we don't understand the difference. I don't understand the difference between a skill and a talent. What is the difference?
So a talent is a seed.
Okay.
A talent is a seed. It's a potential. It's not there yet, but it's telling you what can be. A skill is what has been developed.
Yes.
Already.
Okay.
So really what we are talking is talent and not skills.
Okay.
Because you see, sorry, my daughter had the talent to draw.
Yeah.
I tried to nurture it because I thought, because I can't draw, I can't do it. So it was so wonderful for me to see.
Yeah.
But she eventually refused to, because she now didn't do art in school, she did science. I was like, don't do science now. She looked at me and said, what do you want me to do? History? What? No, she just faced her science. Today she's a computer scientist. She's earning money. And she has now gone back
into
the talent.
To the talent.
You see, the talent always pulls you.
Imagine, that's true. We have a call. Chooks, welcome to the show. Good morning.
I have a talent for talking.
Morning.
Me too.
Good morning, Chooks. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I'm calling from Abulegba, first time caller.
Welcome to the show. From Abulegba, welcome to the show. Good morning. Do you have children?
Okay, no, I don't. I'm not even married, but I think I should speak based on my personal experience growing up.
Okay.
I think the basic thing is seeing how we can maximize our natural abilities as young children growing up. I'm an adult, I'm already working, but looking at my personal experience growing up, there are some things I felt like, okay, if I had the opportunity or if my parents saw this in me, I should have been able to take advantage of this earlier on in life instead of coming to learn them now. You know, so we should, as parents, I already have identified that when I become a parent, when I start nurturing my children, I know I'm going to stand as a mentor, first of all, to them, looking out for personal abilities that they own, that they possess. Your guest made mention of something that it's about us going out of the box, out of ourselves, not trying to make sure that this child has to become a doctor, has to become an engineer, has to become, those things limit our vision about the children we are raising up, you know, basically. So we must go out of the box and not try to enforce a particular lifestyle or a particular path for that child. Go out of the box and look at that child. What is your natural ability? Are you good with numbers? Okay. Are you going to be useful to the bank, to the financial industry? Are you going to be useful to the medical line? Are you good with literary skills, your writing abilities? How can I maximize this thing so that at the end of the day, this child maximizes his natural abilities?
You're on the right track to being a good parent.
At the end of the day, make Nigeria an economically viable state.
Thank you, Chooks.
You know, I wanted to ask, because there's something you mentioned that was very profound for me, and dealing with failure, because I think that is also why we have a problem. We see any slight maybe like a roadblock or something, we term it to be failure. And that's why it's difficult. So when a child comes back from school and the child is getting maybe 50%, we already term that child a failure. So how do we deal with failure? That's one. Then secondly, when your child is multi-talented, Because for me, my sister, it's not easy. I will buy saxophone today. After 1 week, mommy is a drum set I want. I will buy this. I will buy pianos. I will buy paint brushes. They've turned my house to what is it called? Everywhere is messy. You know, everywhere is messy, and because they have so much in them, you know. But I try to encourage the other one. I'm investing so much money. He's making beads and all that. How do we manage it? Because financially, yeah, it's a lot to manage a multi-talented child, you know, because you have to push everything that he brings or she brings to you, so you'll be able to identify the final bus stop. So how do we manage?
So I'll address the first one, failure. I'll just say we need to be comfortable to fail.
Okay.
First as ourselves. So that's a big problem for all of us. Because of shame, which we don't talk about, nobody wants to feel ashamed or embarrassed. So because of that, we don't want to fail. But over and over and over again, we learn that failure is actually not failure in itself. It's a gateway to do something differently.
True.
So if we embrace it ourselves that way, and we look at our children's failures, not as failures, but as opportunities to learn. When they come and they do badly in a particular thing, we are not discouraged first, and then we don't put that discouragement on them. Rather, we encourage them and say, how can you do this differently
next time?
So it's about what we focus on. What you focus on expands. If you focus on the error,
it will expand.
They get discouraged. Encouragement, which is one of the things that helps us nurture talent, is about giving children courage or giving them hearts. So when they lose heart because of the way we respond to failure, they get discouraged and they don't try again.
Wow.
That's what happened to Rollery.
Yeah, so what I would say is, if we remember nothing else, remember not yet. Those two words. So they've done badly, they've not done well. Our thought should be, not yet, we'll try again. We'll try again, and we'll keep trying.
Then the other question.
Then the other question, multi-talents. Focus, what you focus on expand. Focus also creates blindness. So we can't do everything at the same time. How about we begin to nurture one?
First, okay.
Grow one or grow two. So that you are not just everywhere, and then grow the other. Over time, some may drop off. But remember, some of these things we're nurturing, they may end up not even becoming artists. But you've developed the discipline. The thing about it is more the discipline towards whatever you're doing, the discipline.
Sadly, we're running totally out of time.
I may quickly take a few tweets. Dear caller says, this is good and nice. I'm sure if this is done in all states in Nigeria, it will improve the educational system in our children. Olariwaju said, I'm very proud of those little guys with you in the studio. They spend their holidays in a big way. I appreciate you all. Obai, he says, this is lovely. It should be encouraged. Great program. Shei Joshua says, do I have a talent, Sha? I don't know. The only thing I do now is just count money. I'm an accountant in the making.
But that could be a talent.
Kenny says the place of responsible and responsive mentoring cannot be overemphasized.
Mayor says, this is what we need to make our dear nation great. Discovering, supporting our kids' talents, gifts, skills. God bless the guys.
Okay, we had a very, 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 very educative show today. Thank you to our super talented guests. Thank you so much. I think I hope that you don't just discard what you've learned over this summer period, and you work and build on it.
Practice. Talk about, please. There is one winch fly flying about this place.
No, we're going to deal with that one after the show.
There's a winch fly.
However, to conclude, you know, because one of the things I really learned was that you don't impose your opinion on your child. Allow your child to think freely
and
let them express themselves. It's not about you; it's about them. Also about encouraging this talent and making it a skill. You know, I think we can go with that one.
And
see the talents in them.
And in failure, you say
not yet.
Let
and
them
then
keep
when
practicing.
you focus, it will blind you from
Thank you so much,
others.
Izefa. Every time you come, I learn a lot.
Yes,
and I must keep on appreciating you. Thank you to all my co-hosts for the contributions. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.